2025 has not been a good year for Dead by Daylight. We can be open about it. Heck, just type in Dead by Daylight in the search tab, and you're gonna find mass videos just talking about, just crapping on how, I guess, behavior is just ignorance and, their lack of actually taking feedback from the people who actually play the game, taking feedback from the Fog Whisperers, their butt buddy program. Behavior is stubborn. They just don't listen to anybody, and run through some points on why 2025 has been a terrible year for Dead by Daylight. Starting with, nothing happens, dude. Nothing ever happens. We have had content delayed, pushed back, everything in the mix for the health update. They said earlier this year the health update was supposed to fix long-standing bugs, perks that were bad, killer powers just being terrible, maps being buggy, just the UI fix and everything. Health update was supposed to bring all that, and they promised a lot with it. Did they deliver? No, not even in the slightly. I think the only good thing that actually came out of this year is being able to change the color of my scratch marks. Yeah, that's it. Everything else has been an absolute, shit thrown into a fan. It has just been, the rest of the year has just been terrible after they announced the health update. I don't get why they delay so much content for, an update that really didn't do anything. And that kind of leads into point 2. Anti-tunnel, anti-slug, anti-camp. It's a stupid, the thought alone, from the ground up, it is flawed 100%, because at the end of the day, you're not going to stop people from playing in a certain way that they like to. The Krauzu PTB proved that more than anything. It proved no matter how many changes, how many buffs, how many turbo boosts you give unhooked survivors, if niggas want to tunnel, they're gonna tunnel. Shocker, I know. You can still tunnel through it, you can still slug through it. And I don't see tunneling or camping to be top 10 issues in the game. I think there's bigger fish that need to be fried in Dead by Daylight. General bug fix. Hey, I think the slug changes need to happen, because slugging is terrible and unfun. But there's other issues, and that leads me to point B: negligence of just killer bugs. It's one YouTuber, he plays Deathslinger, and he's very open about how buggy Deathslinger is. I'm a Night main, I play Night. Night is still unplayable on any map that it's inconsistent. If it's an actual staircase, it's a 50-50 if my power can even go up there. I can't even play Night on the game because he's still bugged. Specifically on that map, it's so stupid. The pallet density update being, honest to God, one of the worst updates in the entire game, because it's not really harming the S tier killers who able to just basically negate or just munch pallets for fun. It hurt B tier and under killers, people who do have to break the pallet, people who are kind of slower, people who do the M1 chase. It hurt so many killers. And it didn't hurt the killers you wanted it to hurt. That's the bit I'm confused about the pallet density update. And with the recent update, they tweaked it. And I said videos ago, I'd rather have 4 strong loops than 30 filler nothing pallets. There are so many unsafe pallets now. Thanks to this update, so many of these they took out a good chunk of pallets, made a shit ton more super unsafe. We don't need more unsafe pallets. We don't need more pallets to begin with. You guys are just kind of shooting yourselves in the foot with this. It kind of makes no sense. And it goes into the next point. Not caring, not actually listening to feedback. Again, the behavior good boys, the King, Otsdarva, Otofu, Paul last name, I'm sorry, I don't remember. Scott, all these big YouTubers, big names in the Dead by Daylight field have been trying. They have been trying to push better ideas. They've been trying to give you guys ideas. What the problem with behavior is, they don't listen to none of this. They don't care. They don't want to listen. They just want to push skins. And I love how, a piss poor update got dropped and 2 Walking Dead skins, buy the skins. And that leads into the next point. What is the direction of this? It took, now the beam, I'm very open on the beam from The Walking Dead, stupid. And the fact that Behaviour wants to joke about it is even dumber to me. And the people who laughed and joked with them, you guys are lobotomites. You are idiots. I'm gonna be honest, you guys are idiots. They farted that shit out so fucking fast. But we couldn't get an Elodie badge and an Elodie banner for her rift. Her rift. That was centered. That's a Survivor site was centered around her. She couldn't even get a badge and a banner for it. That's so stupid. They're pushing out more and more cosmetics, making new cosmetics, but the Claudette hairpiece for this rift is not finished yet. It's not done. Dude, what? What are you putting your manpower to? And the winter leaks are here. The winter event leaks are here, and I'm gonna get in those later, but the fact that you're breaking out new cosmetics when we're still missing like the Claudette piece, the community skin for Singularity has been bugged. They finally fixed it, but it's been bugged since release. You guys are kind of lazy. I'm gonna be on God. You guys are super duper lazy, and it's kind of gross to have to sit through. Next point, the collabs are carrying. You know, people say this joke about Fortnite. Oh, Fortnite being carried by collabs. No, Dead by Daylight is 100% staying afloat because of collabs. People want to joke and say, like, anytime they drop a new female character, you see the same post on Twitter. Oh, smile if you save Dead by Daylight. But, you know, original killers usually have the worst releases out of everybody in the game. But let's not talk about that. We're going to talk about the fact that collabs are kind of holding these buttheads afloat. The fact that they were so adamant to do a big push for Maggie to come to the game, which, terrible choice of a Walking Dead character. Should have been literally anybody else. Terrible choice. Speaking of the Maggie skin, that's also leading into my next point. Pointless delays and kill switches. I don't get what Behavior's manpower is going to when, again, prime example, the Maggie skin got pushed back by a week. And last minute, by the way, I hate when Behaviour does that. Behaviour will be like, oh, this is not ready, like, the night before the update. They'll be like, oh, man, I'm sorry, it can't go out. We're going to have to delay it a week. They also pulled that with 2v8, like, the day it was supposed to end. We're extending it even longer. Like, dude, screw you guys. Screw you guys. That being said, they're super again, like the Streetwise thing, inconsistent with Killswitch. Streetwise is not an issue. Like, it wasn't giving people overpowered items with max duration. Are you guys stupid? I think that's what it falls down to. I think Behaviour is filled with idiots at this point because they laid off any competent person. I feel like the only people who really work at Behaviour is the people who do, I guess, the designs and the animations. That Krause animation was amazing, and if you thought that shit sucked, aha, you suck. You suck. That shit was peak, bruh. My final point of this video, I guess a brighter future. This one I'm going to talk about the winter skins. Winter skins that are coming. We're getting 3 Survivor shirts and then 3 killer weapons, which I don't understand why we're only getting 3 of each when last year we got 6, but I digress. Anytime you complain about Behaviour is falling on deaf ears, you're screaming to avoid black guy yelling at the brick wall meme. We're also getting a full outfit. This is going to be the event one for the Krause and Gabriel. I'm happy to see Gabriel get more skins, and good for the Krause, but only, you know, how Master doesn't really get shit. But, that being said, it's going to be a Chucky skin coming out later, which, he already has the ugly sweater. I'm not going to buy this skin, especially because I already own the ugly sweater. And Ghostface is also getting a Christmas skin, which, I'll be honest, this is the highlight in the whole event. This makes this all worth it. At the end of the day, am I going to stop playing Dead by Daylight? No, I'm never, ever going to stop playing this game. Unfortunately, I'm addicted to this. I just really wish Behaviour would, you know, stop seeing this as a cash grab and actually care about the community. Because even going in the past, I don't think Dead by Daylight Behavior never truly cared about the community. It's all just a penny pinching game. That's all for me though.